Hello, my loves. Hello, you know what time it is. You hear my fan, so you already know. Okay? I had a quick message for y'all. So, tomorrow, did you any of you pay attention to what tomorrow is? It is August 26, 2026. Right? If you look at the numbers without doing the 2026, it is 888 number. That is a Jesus frequency number. Okay? We're not looking at the first numbers, we're looking at the three. Now, I know some people are like, no, you have to look at the... Pay attention. Pay attention. Okay? I want you to see if this works for you tomorrow. Okay? 8/26/26. Now, in my opinion, that's the real Lion's Gate. If it's 888. Not the first two or August 8th. In my opinion. That's my opinion. But what that is they call it a Jesus frequency or resurrection frequency. The true opposite frequency of the number 666. But the real demonic number is 619, not 666. But we're going to leave that alone. Anyway. Because a lot of things would change. There's so much that's been going on. And this has to do with a debt that still exists. And all I'm going to say is, the Judas line is no longer carrying the sins and the weight of the other 11 tribes. The Judas line will no longer be sacrificed for the other 11. And people that claim a different deity so they can still skirt punishment will no longer be allowed to do that. Because that was a chosen. And you still have to pay. Whether you believe in the being or not. And the Hebrew will no longer carry the debt. That is not theirs. And I'm going to leave that where that's at. Okay? I drew a couple of cards for you. There were the Ten of Cups, the Magician, and we already know, and it's been seen many different ways, that this Magician has been manipulating this Ten of Cups. Moon, but what is not seen is that the Star actually has Ace of Pentacles energy, and this is why this 888 is so important, and it's coming quickly. This is why the 888 is so important. There's a lot of things that are not seen. Okay? For example, I was sitting up and really meditating. In particular on love. And the shit love does. And then I was thinking, and I realized I got a download, inkling. As Christians, they don't tell you the price of walking Jesus' path. They tell you to follow, but they don't tell you the price of love and what our Father really taught. So let's talk about that for a moment. Okay? If you say you want love, or you say you want to walk Jesus' path, you have created an unspoken contract. Now, you did not know this because no one told you it was an unspoken contract. Okay? No one paid attention to unspoken contracts at the time. For example, when our Father was crucified, there was an unspoken contract because the deities that they believed in did not include our Father. But upon his death, they admitted guilt. It was witnessed. And no one has paid attention to that. No one has admitted that they did. It was witnessed, it was seen by the daughter and others. Hence why they were hunted down. So, my point is, when Jesus died, there was no way he could die for sin because he's not the Lord of sin. He couldn't take it. But he could for the ones we walk, which are the 7. And what the Father taught was how to transmute, walk through, deal with the 7 deadly seeds. Follow me. So when you devote yourself to love, become Christian, choose that path, you automatically have a unspoken contract to do that work. Why? Because when you ask for love, you ask to evolve. Turn it around, take the E off at the end. EVOL. You ask to evolve. Okay? And in order to do that, it's going to make you walk through every freaking thing you need to walk through to be what you need to be. If you ask for a love in your life, you're not ready, you're going to go through those to get that love so you'll be ready. When you ask for love, you ask to evolve. So you can't be mad at the lessons it brings you. Even though you don't like it, you can't be mad. You asked it to. And that's the thing about that whole time. What you ask, you receive. You just may not know what you're manifesting because you're not controlling. But that's why it says, be careful what you speak, say, and do. There will not be a Christ sacrificed to appease that energy that covers those groups of people. No, you cannot have it. Humans, groups, whatever, you are to pay your own debt. You are to walk it. No Hebrew will be walking it. Because we don't believe in the same deity you believe. So we're not held bound by your deity as a Hebrew. We're held bound by one if we choose to, or none if we're sovereign. So we don't have to follow your rules, your rituals, and the shit you do. You will no longer put it on the fucking Hebrew. It won't carry it, no. But you'll carry your own. And you're running out of time for a savior to carry it, so you don't have to. No. Time has run out. And tomorrow. See, the whole thing was, we can't let you remember, so we're going to distract you. Oh, Hebrew, you remember? Let's pay you off. Let's give you some money, and you follow what we follow, and you do what we tell you to do. All the while, they're skirting the punishment because we transferred over to a different deity. No. Fuck no. No. That's why chosens don't need to sell out. What can you give us that we can't fucking get on our own? And just because you don't see the proof here, who the fuck says we don't have it? We have it in energy and abundance. Now, some people may say, well, what the hell does that mean? Baby, it always shows up. They can't stop it, and they can't cross over your fucking will if you say no. No. Even in death, it's a no. They just been using a two-sided mirror that we weren't paying attention to. But again, I pay attention to the in-between spaces. And I witness and remember. And you only need one to remember. So, my loves, you are receiving because you were stolen from, but you don't even understand how you were stolen from. How long ago, before you even born. This is yours because you're a star. Duh. And they ain't shit they can do. Go on, friend Rear. Do your job. Love you. Namaste.